Good evening. How you doing? So look, I bring you greetings once again from Research Lodge number 147. And it was asked to me uh, in regards to my Grand Lodge lecture uh, why he doesn't respond and why he doesn't come on. You know what? This is from the Research Lodge, and certainly the Grand Lodge lecture is welcome to come on. I have, if you want to come on, you want to come on. So that's just to answer Brother White's question. He was like, well, why the Grand Lodge lecture? This is from the Research Lodge. I get information, I bring it up, I put it out there, and if he wants to participate, certainly welcome to participate. Now, first, this video is going to deal with the 33rd degree. Those who eliminate the 33rd. And I say that because a lot of brothers, and I'm going to say this in regards to the sisters also, those who become roses of the seventh seal. And I'm going to talk about those who are in these affiliated departments or higher degrees because you don't really speak on them. You don't. I mean, you have the degrees, be it the Knights Templar or be it the 32nd degree Sublime Prince or be it the 33rd degree, be it the Roses of the Seven Seals or the Golden Circle for Prince Hall. You have these degrees, but you don't even speak on the degrees. I come across brothers who are 33rds and they don't even know the password. They can't even hold a decent conversation about the degree for which they have bought. That's basically what brothers do when they become 33rds. They buy those degrees. And I say they buy them because when you come to a Supreme session, you don't even see them no more. I'm going to tell you, I when I got my 33rd, there was 28 brothers along with me. And I guarantee you, from the years I've been going to my Supreme session for the 33rd, only about 4 or 5 have been shown up. 4 or 5. And we talk, we have great conversations in regards to the degree work. We do that. But I'll tell you this, most, if not all, of the individual who gets those degrees, as far as the Golden Circle for the sisters in Prince Hall, or the 33rd degree for the brothers, or the Rose of the Seven Seals, y'all don't even talk about that. You don't. Because I've come across some of you and I've tried to hold that conversation. Oh, I can't talk right now. That's because you paid for your degree. You don't even want to discuss it because you don't even know the work. And that's the sad thing about it. You have most Puce and Sovereign Grand Commanders. You know who you are. Need not to call names. You guys, you're getting paid for the degree. You charge a person X amount of money for the degree. In some jurisdictions, you pay the money, there's no refund. There's no refund. And you get this degree. It's called an honorary degree. You receive that honorary degree and you're supposed to be the cream of the crop. Brothers, I have been part of the initiation of the 33rd. I've been part of that initiation, right? And I tell brothers all the time, you are the cream of the crop. You have been selected for this degree. Your Grand Master has put your name in the hat, got your resume. You are the it factor. And then you receive that degree. But you can't even lecture on the 3rd degree. You can't even lecture on the 2nd degree. You can't even lecture on the 1st degree. You get Q&A during the process of becoming a 33rd and you can't even answer simple questions. That's the sad thing about it. And I guarantee you most 33rds don't even have the conversation about what it is to be a 33rd. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you also most sisters who become part of the Golden Circle or become Roses of the Seven Seal, you don't even talk about that degree no more. You may have that ring on your hand and, you may, brother, see that little pinky ring? Oh, yeah, you're 33rd. Yeah, I'm a 30. But you don't even talk about the degree. You don't even talk about the works. And that's the sad part about it. We're supposed to be illuminating other brothers. But you can't do it because you don't indulge yourself in the works. Because I know personally, I've had conversations with brothers who are 33rd, and they can't even talk about it because they don't know the works. They bought the degree. I don't care whether you are ancient, free, and accepted Masons, you're part of the Southern and Western Masonic jurisdiction. I don't care if you're Prince Hall, part of the Northern and Southern jurisdiction. I don't even care because I've had conversations with you and you can't. You don't even want to hold a conversation. This is why it's important when you're going for these degrees, you should indulge yourself in them. You should know something about them. You should be able to hold a decent conversation about the degree for which you have. If you are a Royal Lodge Mason and that degree, you should be able to have a conversation about that degree. If you are part of the Knights of the East and West, you got that degree, you should be able to hold a conversation about that degree. If you are a Knights Templar and you're talking to another brother who's a Knights Templar, you should be able to have a discussion and talk in depth about that degree. Iron sharpens iron, but you don't even talk about degrees. And I know a lot of you don't even hold your meetings. No, you don't. And I say that because when you are in these affiliated departments or a part of the Scottish Rite or York Rite body, you should be able to discuss and have an intelligent conversation in regards to the works and the Q&A and questions for which is in the works. I know that you don't because I've had conversations. I don't care if you're black, white, Puerto Rican, Filipinos. I've had conversations with you. Oh yeah, I'm a this, and I go to talk to you about that degree work, and you can't hold a conversation. I'm not saying I'm perfect in the information or conversation, but I know the work well enough to hold a conversation. And if I don't know and you want to school me, I'm okay with that too because I want to learn myself. Everybody don't do everything the same way in various jurisdictions, and that's understandable. But when you come to a brother or a sister and you have these degrees on your car all the way across the back, and somebody want to talk to you about those degrees, and when you say, well, I don't want to talk about it, that just tells me that you're not equipped to talk about it. You're not equipped to illuminate my mind. You're not. And that's the thing we should start doing when people want to talk about the degrees they work and they have. Oh, I'm a this degree. Well, let's talk about that degree. Let's have that conversation. Okay, so you're part of the Knights of East and West? Oh, okay, so you have the Serpent degree? Oh, okay, well, let's talk about the Serpent degree. The Serpent degree, yes. Let's have that talk. You know, so you got the Scottish Rite Volume 1 and 2. Your jurisdiction may have its own Scottish Rite volume of the works. Or maybe you have a Dogs and Magma by Albert Pike. Or you may have the Southern and Northern jurisdiction by Prince Hall. Or maybe you have the Southern and Western Masonic jurisdiction by most of the United Supreme Councils. It doesn't matter. The works itself doesn't change. You should be able to have a conversation about the works. But as I've said for the 5th time, most individuals who have those degrees can't hold a conversation with you about them. Now, I have come across some brothers who will school you. Man, Willie Gordon out of Chicago, I had conversation with him. He will trap you up. Yes. Brother Bay, you know, from out of Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. Sovereign Bay, I may be wrong, but I hope I'm right. I've had that conversation with him. Deep, relevant. Brother, I can't think of his name. Anyway, it'll come back to me. I've had conversation with different brothers of the degrees. And yes, some of them, Brother Calvin Sanders, right here in my own jurisdiction, we get in some deep conversation. Brother Darnell Stevens, we get in some deep. Those brothers, when we talk about those degree works, they get deep. And they're supposed to illuminate you. Supposed to take you to a higher level. They're supposed to elevate you. But most brothers, most sisters who get these degrees don't do it. They don't do it. They don't elevate you. They don't raise you up. And the thing is that you done bought and paid for a degree. And some of them get degrees and they don't even come to the meetings no more. You don't attend your Sublime Prince meeting no more. Your LOP meeting, the Knights of the East and West meeting, the Blazing Serpent meeting. You don't attend the your meeting of the Knights Templar, the Knights of Malta, the Knights of Kadash. You don't attend. You got initiated. You got obligated. You went through the process, and that's it. Now you just fade away. Now you don't want to participate in your York Rite or your Scottish Rite meetings. You know, the most excellent master, super excellent master. Oh, you don't want to go to that, huh? Your Royal Arch meeting. You don't want to talk about those, huh? That's the issue that I have. That's the problem that I see with brothers who have these degrees and they wear the ring, and when you hit them up, what shake is that? What shake is that? You got the 33rd ring on. You should know. What sign is that? Oh, you what? What sign is that? Bruh, come on, really? If you are a brother in these degrees, you should be, it says that you have made suitable proficiency in the preceding degrees. And if that is true, then you should be able to have a decent conversation in regards to the degree. What happens is no one wants to talk about the degree because you have it. Well, I got mine. I got my degree. No, it's not supposed to go down like that. You're supposed to be able to have that conversation with that brother in those degrees and be able to illuminate them. Sisters, the same thing. You're supposed to be able to have that conversation with that Rose of the Seven Seals or the sister in the Golden Circle on that higher level. You're the cream of the crop. You're supposed to be able to give a lecture in any degree. And I say any degree because you're 33rd. You're the Rose of the Seven Seals. You're part of the Golden Circle. You should be able to talk about that. Give a lecture on that. Expound a brother or sister mind. What's going on with that? What's wrong? You know, you go to the Supreme Council, you pay that money, you get the nice cap and the nice whatever they give you, you get all of that. You go through the whole process and then you're done. Brothers, the same thing. You go through the whole process and then it's done. You don't come back. Why you don't come back? 33rd Inspector General of the Sovereign Grand Council. Why you don't come back? Why did you even go and put your name in there? Why did the Grand Master State, or why did the affiliated departments for which you're a member of even recommend you for that degree? Sisters, daughters, brothers, why? Apparently they seen something in you that said this brother right here is going to illuminate. He's going to shine. He's going to stand up. That sister right there knows the work. And boy, if we can get them, they're going to illuminate. They're going to shine. It doesn't happen most of the time. It doesn't happen because you have bought your degree. So you feel since you paid your money, you're good. No, you're not good. You need to be held accountable. And the Sovereign Grand Commander, who every 2 years has the opportunity to bestow, to give that or to restore that that degree upon you, needs to hold you accountable. You know, don't just take the money and say it's all good. No, there's a responsibility when you have your 33rd, when you have your golden crown, and when you have your Rose of the Seven Seals. There is a responsibility to the organization. That responsibility is to illuminate, to educate, because now you have reached the peak summit. You're on the summit. You have your wings, brother. You know, as that 33rd, you have you're looking east and west. You know, you have that double-headed. You know, you have risen to the mountaintop. You're on the summit. Whether you have the white crown, whether you have the purple crown, or you even have the honorary 33rd, which is in some jurisdiction they have. You're the it factor. You're supposed to be illuminating other brothers to like raise up. You're the cream of the crop. All I'm saying to you, if you're watching this video, is to do that, is to become that inspector general. You know, in the 33rd degree, it asks a brother, are you willing to join us? It asks that question. And you know the answer to it. You know. And it tells you what we are fighting against and why we are fighting. If you're a 32nd degree, those questions are there. Why did you join us? Or what are we in? Why are we fighting? What we're fighting for? And the thing is that you should be able to answer that. Just like during the days of the week, if you're holding your meetings, be it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there's a password for every day in the week. Yes, there is. And you should know, today being Friday, I'm not going to say it, but today being Friday, and this is your consistory night, you should know that. You should know it. But I'm coming across brothers, got these big old rings on their hand. You can't even hold a conversation. I just walk away. I'm just like, nah, dude, we good. Yeah, we good. Be gone. Because you can't even hold a conversation. We go to these big elaborate conventions every 2 years. Some jurisdictions have 1,000, 2,000 people. Some have 1,000, 800, 900. Some have, they fill up the whole hotel. And then what? They can't even open in their degree work. What that looks like. You're telling me to come to the Supreme session, but when I get there, those who are in charge can't open up. But you want me to come. Come on, I know you've seen it. Don't look at me like you don't know, sisters. Don't look at me like you don't know inspector generals, Sir Knights. You don't look at what? No, don't do that. Because you know, even in your grand session, you open up and brothers be popping up in books. But they elected to the positions. When you are in the East, when you are elected to a position, you're supposed to illuminate those around you. You're supposed to be able to educate those around you. You're the prime example of how an Eastern Star, how a Master Mason, how a Knights Templar, how a 32nd, how a Royal Arch, how a Lodge of Perfection, how the Knights of the East and West, how the Super Excellent Master, how those individuals carry themselves. You are that example. You're the reason they want to become a noble of the Mystic Shrine or the Daughters of Sphinx. You are that reason. Because they see and they're like, man, boy, I can't wait to get there. But when you can't illuminate or expound upon those degrees for which you have and have a conversation, or tell someone about them and how they're able to become members, when you can't do that, then that's an issue. That's an issue. So look, I'm going to go. I just had to just share that, with you. If you are a 32nd, if you are a 33rd, if you are part of the Golden Circle, if you are part of the Rose of the Seventh Seal, please enlighten someone. And